Hello collectors, Joseph Prodzik here with another statue review. I'm really excited to bring you this statue today. Not only is this my first statue of 2016, not only is this my first Street Fighter statue, but this is my very first statue from Pop Culture Shock. Over the past year, I've pre-ordered a handful of statues from PCS, including statues from both Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, but I have yet to see one in person. Now, as you know, pictures and video from the internet can only take you so far. There's nothing like seeing a statue in person. So is all this money that I've given PCS over the past year worth it? Well, let's take a look and find out. Street Fighter made its debut in arcades in 1987. The game featured Ryu, a martial artist who competes in a worldwide fighting tournament. While the original Street Fighter achieved some measure of success, it was Street Fighter II that propelled the series to become a worldwide phenomenon, spawning comics, movies, merchandise, and of course more successful video games. The latest installment, Street Fighter V, was recently released on February 16th for the PC and PlayStation 4 video game system. As one of the most popular characters in the Street Fighter series and the face of the franchise, it's only fitting that my Street Fighter collection starts off with Ryu. As a regular in statue collector groups and here on YouTube, I thought I knew what to expect when receiving my first statue from Pop Culture Shock. Boy was I wrong. I guess that's because I like to skip ahead in most of those unboxing videos. Ryu arrived in a standard brown shipper, but when opening the box, the first thing I noticed was that there was a layer of styrofoam between the art box and the shipper. I always like when a company does this, as it not only protects the art box from being damaged, but also adds an added layer of protection to the statue inside. Ryu was in excellent condition, but my eyes spied something else interesting inside the box: a pair of white gloves. PCS is a company that takes its statues seriously. Those gloves say, "This is not a toy, this is a piece of art. Treat it as such." PCS statues also come with a signed certificate of authenticity, hand-signed by the president of PCS, Jerry Macaluso. Another nice touch. The art box is similar in design to other PCS pieces from the Street Fighter line. Images of the statue surround the box, with the back of the box containing stats and a short bio of Ryu. My first impressions of Pop Culture Shock couldn't be better. After donning my white gloves and using my makeup brush to clean away a few stray bits of foam, I assembled Ryu. As the face of the Street Fighter franchise, Ryu is a highly recognizable character to gamers. Red gloves, white gi, red hachimaki. Sounds simple, right? Simple can often be one of the most difficult things to get right, but PCS did a great job with Ryu. With such a recognizable character, if it's wrong, people are going to notice, but there's nothing wrong here. Fists clenched, forward foot slightly lifted, and an intense stare. Ryu is ready to take on his next challenger. Ryu is 5'9" and 187 pounds of raw strength and muscle. And PCS does a great job of capturing that in Ryu's compact form. Ryu is buff, but put him up next to another quarter-scale statue, and he may seem a little on the small side, which is as it should be, as most of other hero-type statues are massive in both musculature and height. Not that Ryu lacks muscularity, he's just in a different weight class, but he definitely lifts. Just check out that vascularity. Ryu's gaze is stoic and intense, not angry, but focused, a martial artist at peace with the violence he is about to unleash. To say that I am impressed with the quality of Ryu's clothing on the statue is an understatement. From his red hachimaki to his square knotted belt and his gi, the clothing on Ryu is outstanding. I love it. The gi comes a little bit tight around Ryu, but can easily be adjusted to appear more loose. Just don't make it too loose, as you might expose his missing right nipple. Some collectors will be turned off by the sweat stains on Ryu's gi, but I like it. On my statue, the effect is very understated and is hard to even see in pictures and video. It adds just a little touch of realism. I am similarly impressed with Ryu's paint. The line work is 99% accurate. I was only able to find some slight flaws around the fingers and gloves, which you would expect from any statue. But where it really counts, around the eyes and face, Ryu is nearly perfect. The gloves are nicely shaded, the veins have a hint of color, and Ryu looks to have recently returned from a pedicure. Because if you're going to kick a person in the face, you've got to do it with clean toes. The devil is in the details, and the devil just got his butt kicked by Pop Culture Shock. Other than the recent action-oriented Street Fighter line, PCS sticks to simple bases for their statues. Ryu is no different. The base is simple and elegant, but it's also heavy. Really freaking heavy. This may be the heaviest base in my collection. So while it's simple, it also has some quality to it. I'm really impressed with the overall quality of Ryu from head to toe. The only thing I want to point out to you is that there is a slightly noticeable gap along Ryu's jawline. Now I'm not calling this a flaw in the statue, as it is only noticeable from an angle that the statue is not intended to be displayed from. It's there because the exclusive version of Ryu comes with a couple of switch out heads. It's nothing I would complain about, but still something I wanted to mention so that collectors will know exactly what they're getting with this statue. This regular version of Ryu is priced at $324.99 and has an edition size of $750, while the exclusive versions are both a little bit more expensive and a little bit more limited. Yes, that's right, I said Ryu is only $325 for a quarter scale statue. That's closer to $300 rather than the $500 to $600 range some other quarter scale statues are selling for these days. That's some great value. The exclusive Ansatsuken version is priced at $335 and has an edition size of $300, while the battle damaged Tatake Koka is $350 and limited to an edition size of $200. Both exclusive versions come with both a grimacing head and an udon style comic head. Of the three heads, I like the regular version best, and so picking up an exclusive version wasn't a must for me, which is good as I was late to the party. All versions of Ryu are currently sold out. Generally, if you don't pre-order a statue from Pop Culture Shock on the day of release, you risk not being able to order them directly. On the aftermarket, you can likely find the regular version of Ryu for around cost, while the exclusive versions will cost you a few $100s more. I think whether or not prices increase for the statue depends a lot on PCS, as they will be revealing a 1/3 scale Ryu soon, and likely a version from Street Fighter V sometime in the future. Ryu is my first statue from Pop Culture Shock, and I couldn't be happier. This is an iconic character from one of the most popular and well-known video game series in history, and PCS could have easily given us a mediocre statue, and it probably would have sold just as well, but they didn't. Now some people may be put off by the weathering effect on Ryu's gi, but for me, I like it. This statue is truly deserving of the white glove treatment, which is why I am giving him a review score of 5 out of 5 for exceptional. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Street Fighter quarter scale statue from Pop Culture Shock. And if you did, you might want to check out my new show called Statue Talk, where I share my thoughts on all the latest statue previews, reviews, and updates on my collection. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on all of my latest statue reviews. This has been Joseph Prodzic for Statue Review. Thanks for watching.